Hello, friends. Welcome back to another day, to a new video, and a new lesson, and hopefully a new attitude. Yes, an attitude for learning and practicing English. My name is Mrs. Brisson, and I want to thank you for joining my channel today as we begin with this new lesson. So, we are going to introduce today, right now, an activity. So, this is what you are going to do. You are going to create this table on your device or your notebook if you're just using pen and paper, okay? And then what you are going to do is you're going to go ahead and sort out these words down here on the bottom into these different categories, okay? So, um, just again, you're just going to create this on a notebook if you're using paper and pencil, or your computer or Chromebook if you are using a digital notebook, and you are going to sort those words down there into whatever category they belong. Okay, so just pause the video, and whenever you're ready, come back to me. Okay. Okay, so if you need more time, you could pause the video a little longer. Otherwise, we're just going to go ahead and continue. So with this, I'm going to tell you that today we are going to be doing a vocabulary lesson, H level A, vocabulary for Unit 4, Cluster 3. Again, this is Unit 4, Cluster 3 of the Level AH curriculum. And as always, this lesson is aligned to H Level A curriculum. Okay? Okay. So, go ahead and read our clear learning target. And our clear learning target for this lesson is I can create a vocabulary study cards and use them to make the words my own. How about we read them together? I can create a vocabulary study cards and use them to make the words my own. So we're introducing the vocabulary words for Unit 4, Cluster 3 of the H Level A from the curriculum, okay? So I will explain this a little more at the end, but all you're going to do is create flashcards so that then you can just use them to practice the words, practice pronunciation, practice synonyms, antonyms, practice the definition, practice them on sentences. Okay, so with that, friends, this is what you will be doing. So this is an example of the finished product, okay? And just want to remind you that as usual, my lessons always have a part of speech embedded in them, my vocabulary lessons, okay? So that was part of our first activity. And now, as we review the words, you can double check your own work. See how well you did. Okay, so here we go. First word, arrange. Let's go ahead and pronounce this word together. Let's say arrange. Good. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. Arrange. And arrange is a verb. That's right. So to arrange something is to prepare or plan. Now remember that words have different meanings, okay? So this is one of the meanings for the word arrange, to prepare or plan. And let's look at the sentence that I have down here, and actually a question. Do you arrange for a ride to school or does the bus pick you up? Let's go ahead and read it together. Do you arrange for a ride to school or does the bus pick you up? Okay, and I always recommend that you look at the illustrations because the illustrations have to do with the sentence, also have to do with the word, right? And a synonym for the word arrange is organize. Okay, let's say that word together. Let's say organize. Good job. Okay, so Here is the second word of the day, destruction. Let's say it together. Let's say destruction. One more time. Destruction is a noun. So a destruction is a cause of ruin. Look at the illustration. And the hurricane caused destruction all along the coast. Houses were destroyed for miles around. Hmm. And over here, I have a couple of synonyms and also two antonyms. So synonyms for the word destruction is ruin or are ruin and wreckage. Okay, and antonyms are creation and construction. Okay, so we are moving on to the following word, and this one is dignity. Let's say that word together. Dignity. One more time. Dignity. And dignity is a noun. Mhm. So a person who has dignity has self-respect. Look at those two boys. Do they seem shy? Mm-mm. They seem happy and full of life and full of self-respect. So let's go ahead and read that definition together. A person who has dignity has self-respect. Let's read the sentence. The friends behaved with great dignity. Let's read it. The friends behaved with great dignity. And here I have a synonym and an antonym. So a synonym for dignity is pride. Pride in a good way, okay? Remember, there's always pride in a bad way. So, but this is a good pride. And an antonym is shame. Shame. Okay, so here we have the next word. Guardian. Let's say this word together. Let's say guardian. One more time. Guardian. And guardian is a noun. So a guardian is a person who is responsible for someone else. Let's read it together. A guardian is a person who is responsible for someone else. Look at the illustration. The grandparents, right? A grandparent might become the guardian of a child whose parents died. Let's read the sentence together. A grandparent may become the guardian of a child whose parents died. So a guardian is somebody that looks after someone else, okay, instead of the parent. Um, or, when you're fostering a pet, you are the guardian of that pet. So you could be also a guardian of a thing, okay? So somebody that watch after somebody else that doesn't necessarily belong to that person, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the next word. And the next word is intervene. Can we read that word together? Let's say intervene. And intervene is a verb. Mhm. So if you intervene in someone's life, you get involved. Okay? Let's say that. If you intervene in someone's life, you get involved. Let's go ahead and look at the sentence. When should you intervene to help someone in trouble? Can we read it? When should you intervene to help someone in trouble? Okay? And if you have two friends that are fighting or are arguing or are at a odds with each other and you intervene, that means that you're trying to make peace among them, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to our next word. And the next word that we have is survive. Let's say it, survive. One more time, survive. And survive is a verb. It's an action. So let's go ahead and look at uh, uh, the meaning. If someone survives a bad storm, the person is still alive when the storm has ended. So look at the illustration and let's go ahead and read this sentence. The couple survived the tornado. Okay, let's do it one more time. The couple survived the tornado. And the tornado is a bad storm, isn't it? And yeah, many people do not survive tornadoes. So these people were pretty lucky, I would say. So I have here a couple of synonyms for the word survive: live and last. Can we read them together? Let's say live and last. And an antonym for the word survive is die. Hmm. Okay, so now we have the word veteran. Let's say that word together. Say veteran. Good. One more time. Veteran. And look at the illustration, okay? So veteran is a noun because it's a person. A veteran is someone who was once in the military, such as the army or navy. So you see this older gentleman, he was in the military, right? Let's go ahead and read this together. A veteran is someone who was once in the military, such as the army or navy. And I did not give you a sentence for this one, so you are welcome to write your own sentence. Okay? Remember that illustrations usually help when you are trying to write sentences. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at our last word. And here it is. It is willingly. Let's say it together. Let's say willingly. One more time. Willingly. And willingly is actually an adverb. You know, if you've been in my class, I would have told you or taught you before that almost almost every word that ends in an ly is an adverb. And adverbs modify verbs or nouns and or, right? So if no one is forcing you to do something, then you are doing it willingly. Let's read it together. If no one is forcing you to do something, then you're doing it willingly. So when you do your work out of your free will, you are doing it willingly and with the right attitude, right? Look at those kids in those photos. So an antonym for the word willingly is unwillingly. Okay? And here we have so many parts here, but we have a suffix and prefix. Remember that the prefix on means no, right? It's the opposite. So unwillingly means you don't want to do it. Okay, so you can go ahead and come up with your own sentence for this illustration. And with that, friends, we have arrived at the end of another wonderful lesson. Um, Remember, you can watch this as many times as you want, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.